and welcome to another episode of Avarian Mail. I am LastofAvari and I've bought Dualshock 4 controller in this box, not fitting to actual controller, because I was buying not a bundled version, but just a controller itself. And here, for whatever reason, maybe those guys, and the shop is belconsole.by, they just didn't have regular controllers, so they took this bundle, basically taking out the code out of the box and gave me the rest of it. I don't know, but controller works fine. It's actual black controller that I ordered, so I have no real complaints. It came with this manual. You probably don't need the manual to use the controller. I mean, it's just a regular one, not a big deal. It's quite nice. If you compare it with good old Dualshock 3, you instantly notice that the shape of sticks is different, and that's a good difference, because here you have not just this sort of mushroom shape of stick, where your finger can easily slide off it and you will lose control of your character or your car or whatever you're controlling in-game. Here you have this little border, this little bound that is fixing your finger basically to this pad, and you can control it way better, way more reliably. Most of the buttons are identical compared to the previous version, but the differences are that you have share and options buttons instead of play and menu, and you also have different ports. For example, you can stick your headset right into it and it will work even on PC. I've checked. I don't need this feature. I have my own headset for my computer, which is more handy to use. Now, when you connect this controller to a PC, it's instantly recognized as Dualshock 4 controller, but of course, majority of games do not support it and do not consider it even ones who support like generic Xbox controllers. So you will need a third-party driver software. And of course, there is a program that will help you. It's called Dualshock for Windows, and you can easily find it. Just type it in Google, DS4 Windows, and you will get a couple links. This is old version, which is like stops at version 1 point something. If we'll scroll it quickly, you'll see that like the last version here is 1.4.52. So just go to the second one, Riot 7 one, and you'll get a similar looking page. And if you will scroll down, you will see that the current version is 3 point something. From here, you click download now, you get to GitHub page, release page with the latest released version 3.0.13, and here you have this zip and 7-zip files. They are identical, they're just 64-bit version and 32-bit version. You get whichever your operation system is. Just download zip file and you will get this sort of set of files in a folder. Copy this folder to a location where you will be using it and then run the program. DS4 Windows itself looks like this. When you have your controller connected, just minimize the window, because of course the program should be running while your game is running, and then it just works. Now let's try connecting our controller and let's check it out in actual work. You can see that the color changes. Hopefully you have seen that it was sort of yellowish greenish initially, and when program identifies it, it's blue. Here you can see battery status, controller MAC address, and version. You can see that it's Dualshock 4 version 2. With version 2 hardware some issues were fixed. The program can support multiple controllers, but I only have one, and really in most games, if there is multiplayer, it's multiplayer over network. Another interesting feature is that with this driver, touchpad of Dualshock 4 is also supported, so you can use it as a regular laptop touchpad. It's not very big, it's not very comfortable to use, at least to me, with my fingers. Maybe I like precision, but you can certainly use it to control your computer to launch the game or switch some settings. The first game I ever played with a controller was Skyrim. I streamed it, and you can find episodes of that playthrough on my YouTube channel, but yeah, I think it's a superior way to play Skyrim at all. Like, you maybe don't have this level of speed if you want to turn around really quickly, right? But other than that, it's fine. You have plenty of advantages. First of all, your analog sticks, so you can move smoothly around with different speeds, and you can actually run or, walk with a lower speed, and it's just not two levels when you're either too slow or too fast, especially if you have to follow some NPC. So yeah, quite relaxed experience. quite cinematic, if you ask me. Now let's maybe try to find someone to fight. The only difference in controls that you have to remember is that your ABXY buttons, of course, are emulated by PlayStation buttons, so you have your cross and the rest of them on your controller, but this is just like 4 buttons, so you can easily remember that. I didn't have any issues at all, and yep, it's not really a problem. The rest is identical. Oh, wolves around, and I think we found the place which we want. Oh, let's get the dagger. Let's get the wolf. Yep. That's it? Okay, let's get it. Generally saying, you know, most of the time, when you're walking around or fighting or picking up flowers or something like that, you are not probably looking at your controller, so you just have that muscle memory. And since location of buttons are pretty much the same, I don't think you'll have any issues. At least I certainly didn't. Now, will we have someone that is a bit more exciting than a simple wolf? What do you think? I'm not quite sure. Oh look, that's that Elvish embassy. Okay, how about fighting them? Is it a crazy idea? Let me switch the bow. Okay, and I probably have some poisons. Let me see, potions. Deadly poison. Any other ones? Yeah, this one. Legendary. That's my alchemy. And now, of course, I can aim precisely with analog sticks. Uh-huh.
Who's there?
Okay. We can fight these guys just fine. Of course, they are under protection of law, which they only regard when they want, when it's to their advantage. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Yep. Now you. How about my daggers? Dragon Fang of Fire and Frost. Is that all? Yep. We have bounty, but I am not gonna save, so it's not a big problem. But as you can see, basically, you can fight them just fine. Everything works, and yeah, good controller. Hopefully, it will work for many years. Okay, this is my PlayStation 3, and when I turned it on, I was greeted by update message, and it's kinda amazing that still these updates are available and they are being pushed and released every now and then. So currently I have the newest version 4.88, and it's sort of exciting. Dualshock 4 works fine over USB connection, but of course it would be nice to make it work with PlayStation 3 over Bluetooth. And apparently you can make it do so. You have to go in accessory settings, then you have to manage Bluetooth devices and register a new device. After initiation of Bluetooth scan, you should take your Dualshock 4 controller and press PlayStation and share buttons at the same time, and keep them pressed for a couple seconds. And then PlayStation 3 will pretty quickly recognize your new controller, and you will be able to use it normally. All the sticks and buttons appear to be fully working, but there is of course one downside. Dualshock 4 is not 100% compatible with PlayStation 3, so some games may not recognize it, and PlayStation button itself that brings up menu where you can shut down the game and do a couple different things will not be accessible. I have a few games pre-installed here, and Journey and some version of Metal Gear. I will save Journey for later, maybe I will stream it. We'll see. Everyone played it at this point, but I haven't, so that could be exciting. And of course Battlefield, but I think we'll just play a demo version of Minecraft. Yeah, Minecraft is Minecraft. Press X to start tutorial. Look around and stuff. Of course. Wow. Yeah, definitely works. Works fine as far as I can see. Of course, that's just a demo. And I suggest a tutorial, which is pretty limited, but everything works, I suppose. I don't know, should I buy Minecraft? I think you still can buy it. The store is not shut down yet. Maybe that's not the best decision that I could take, considering I have it on PC, original Java edition and then Windows 10 edition. But yep, you can use Dualshock 4, PlayStation 4 controller with PlayStation 3 just fine. If you want to use this controller with PS3 or PS4 or PC, definitely doable. It's not too expensive, like PS5 controller is more expensive, considerably, at least in my area. And this one was like 130 or 35 rubles, plus 12 rubles of Belarusian rubles, at least, of shipping fee. I ship. Do I have to pass those 12 rubles to you? Of, you know, shipping. Maybe not. If you have your opinion, your experience playing it on different systems with this Dualshock 4, you can share it in the comment section down below. I was LastofAvari. You can share my videos on social media. That would be much appreciated, and definitely we'll see you later. I hope so. Anyway.